Good day. Good day everyone. The other day we look into the business model canvas. When I say it's an initial plan that's initiated by an entrepreneur before starting up his business. Now I was able to look into it properly where we talked about its advantage. It can be edited. Changes can be made on it. Yeah, it should be flexible. They're what they called paradigms. Yes, there's a change in the there's a change in the market, and also there's a global change widely in the world system. So paradigms help us to know when the world is changing and when the market is also changing. So what to do when we are making a business plan is that we make it flexible. Yes, due to those changes, the market change and the rest. So the business model canvas, which is an initiative concerning a particular business, is what is changeable. Okay, so we now talked about the business model canvas. It's an entrepreneur that set it up. We see an entrepreneur is last time. We talk about the sections of the business model canvas. It involves the customers and the entrepreneur. In the customers area, we look into 5 segments, and in the entrepreneur area, we also consider 5 segments. In the customer area, the 5 segments talk about is value proposition. You must know what you're offering to your customers, and these value proposition are affected by price, packaging. When you talk about price, talk about discount, and I told you that price have to do with the nature of the market. Yes, if it's not a competitive market, I don't think there's anything like price factor. As a business that are monopolized business, you have to know your market first. Yes, there's centralized market, general market. There's a market that are monopolized. So in that cases, we won't see what happened in the case of cement rising or people keep ordering for it without any consideration of the price. But thank God federal government came in the scene. But still yet, no regiment was taken in place. So anything that have to do with price depends on the nature of the market. Is it a competitive market? Then you have to now look into the pricing. I'll talk about the packaging is very, very important. My God, packaging is very, very important. What they call trademark in business. Yeah, your trade dress, how your packaging is just too very, very important. Too very, very important. I will now look into the channel of the business. Please, you sometimes when you are in a general market, you see that in a general market they can also specialize the market. Yes, like when you go to on the main market, you know that this place is for clothes, but still there's a line you go, this is majorly for this kind of design. So you need to know even though the market is a generalized market, you have to know where the market is specialized on. You have to know your location, where the market sells. These are very, very important. Your channel of delivery to your customer. Is it an on-site? Is it an online business? You have to know those things. How do you want to achieve it? But that's what they called multi-sided marketing. Yeah, eBay, yeah, like which other business again, like Uber, multi-sided marketing. So you have to know your channel you're reaching to your customers, and also the customer segment. Yes, where the market really is, your customer segment. The niche, is it the niche of the market? Is it a general market? Is it a capitalized market? So you need to, is it a specialized market? The niche where your customers is. So you have to know how to get to your customer. They will now talk about customer relationship. But when we normally take relationship down to staffing, yes, how you treat your staff in an organization is very, very important. So also the same thing your customers, how you treat your customer relationship. You have to make them know that you value them. You have to make them know that they are important in the growth of your business. You have to know that you are there because of them. Yes, customer relationship. Then I now talk lastly on revenue generation. Please, this one is very important. Then when I go to the entrepreneurship segment, talk about the key activities. Yes, you have to know the activities you are delivering. But before you can set up a key activity, you must know your key resources. Now, this is where we normally people talk about capital. How do I start? I will spend my time here financing the enterprise. In fact, that's what I want to talk about today, financing the enterprise. When talking about financing the enterprise, we are going to be looking at the key resources, because yes, that's what we finance the enterprise. Your resources. What kind of business am I going to? Is it a manufacturing industry? Is it a marketing? Is it a service providing industry? I want to just market goods and services. You have to know I need a shop. Yeah, that's a fixed cost. Yes, that's a fixed cost. Although we're going to talk about costing. Costing is also part of the entrepreneurship segment. Yeah, costing is the last, and also ICT, the tech space. Costing the last. Now, when you come, there are 2 types of costing. There are fixed costs and there's variable costs. And people due to the hard economy we are, they will say there's nothing like how do I say it? Fixed cost. But that's not true. Now you are starting up. Please, my topic today is financing the enterprise. It's very important. People say we don't start up the enterprise because we don't have money. Why there's nobody say because of the fees cost actually. I need a shop. I will like pay house rent. I read about I don't know if you know there's a business currently going on in Abuja, a clothing business. I think what the name of the CEO self. I don't remember the name of the CEO. That he started from his university age. He was just leveraging the internet. That's just his channel of delivery. But later on, when he able to now have his fixed capital, because the fixed capital is only majorly on the resource, yeah, the key resources. Yes, I want to go into manufacturing. I need a machinery. I need manpower. I need finance. Those are your key resources. So some people normally say that how do I do this business when I don't have those things set up place? Yes. So in financing the enterprise, you have to know your key resources. Yes. And you want to go into POS, I need the POS terminal. Now, in financing the enterprise, these are your fixed costs. There are some costs that are not fixed. Yes. What they called pre-operation cost. Yes. Take for instance, what they call pre-operation cost and what they called control cost. Yes. I'm in the business. I need to control the business. So you need to set up a control cost. Take for instance, I'm doing the POS business. I've gotten my fixed cost, yes, which is my to get my resources, the POS machine, the shop space. If I'm into production, the machine for production, the warehouse, all those things I've gotten them. Now you have to know your pre-operation cost. Yes, very important. The pre-operation cost is that you have to set a payment structure for your staffs. Yes, it's a must thing. And if you check, and that one, those guys are both they are what your liability and your assets. Yes, because if you are setting a market structure, if you are setting a payment structure for your staff, it's a liability structure. It's taking money out of a business. So that's why in financing the enterprise, you must keep a good record keeping. Yes, you need it. And the record keeping, we need in the record keeping, it will help you to know your expenditure and your income. Yes. So and mostly in financing the business, it started from the what? The key resources. I need to get my materials I need. I need to get the machines I need. Yeah, this is what they call fixed assets. They're assets because they'll be there for multiple years. If I buy a production machine, it's going to serve me for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. All what I need is maintenance. So they are your assets. In as much as you are putting up the money in a much volume, and you are, God. People normally think, how do I start? How do I start? How do I start? This is where it comes. Yeah, when you are investing to the business in a resource scheme, this is how you now consider how do I start. So and there are three ways in financing the enterprise. You have your fixed assets, your liability assets, your current liability, your fixed assets, which is your fixed cost, and your what? Your control cost. The liability, current liability, I can call it your pre-operation. Yes, you have to put your salary payment structure very well. So you have to get a record system for your payroll start. When you now talk about your fixed cost, the way your money you are putting to the business at first. Then I'm talking about your control cost. Your control cost while in the business, there are things that can come up. There's power failure. We need to get this. So there will be money set somewhere. Those are the place people now get confused. How do I finance my business? And also, you have to be able to know how to manage the money that your sale record. Yes, your daily sale, your weekly sale, your monthly sale. We call this thing catch book. At the end, there should be a catch book that you can actually keep record of those things. Yes. And what they call sale book is under bookkeeping. It's how you finance your business. Now, for you to get your control, to know your control cost, you have to subtract your fixed cost from your pre-operation cost. Yes, you now know your control cost. How much am I to keep for the next 1 year to run this business? And as an entrepreneur, I will suggest that you have 4 different accounts before entering the business. Yes. Now, this thing boils down to our family. Because every business you set up is to meet a need and a want. That's just it. And now most we use Dangote as an example. Why Dangote business have more structure in the African spaces? Because every house you go, Dangote is a need, not a want. And somebody will say, okay, if it is so, is Uber a need or a want? Uber is actually a want. But why is it everywhere? That is the channel. It channel is business in major Like now the Dangote business space is within the African space. There are other Europe, there's Asia, but Uber is everywhere. That's what I talk about channels. So sometimes your business can meet in a need which is versatile, but it's not the ultimate in the market space. Yes, because the channel people is reaching to. So for you to know your control cost in any business you are going to go, you are going to subtract your fixed cost. The fixed costs are your what? Your assets, the machines you are getting, the why the liability costs are those one you are going to pay your staff, your staffing, your payroll staff and all that. When you subtract the two, you going to get your control cost. So you know how much you keep in place. Put that in a separate bank. You say, I enter my business run into emergency, I will just use it from this account. Now when you for now in controlling your market, controlling the sales and expenditure, you can also give a bookkeeping again. You have to do it your selling of your selling. I sell today, what I sell, how much I sell, then the cash, they call it cash record. Create a separate account for your cash record. This is what they will know your bank for. This is the network. This is the what that my company. Anytime you look at that account, say, this is my cash record. This is my cash. This is where I am. This is where I am. It's different from your control cost. It's different from your control cost. It's a separate account. Then sometimes if you are family, some people you are into business, you are a family person. I don't know. Some people normally create within the business premises. They create, how would I say it, a means whereby the family gets income. I don't welcome it. You can actually at your home create a different account for your family. Yes, maybe on a monthly basis, this is the money. When you pay yourself, you pay to that account. So there's no point your family coming to the business to take up money from your sale record. No, that is poor financing system. Now, some people say that okay, cost of goods you say that is being sold to you. Maybe if you are in a service providing, like I do sell clothes within Abuja, for example. So you need to know cost of goods sold, like when they sold the goods to you. So for you to know that one, you cost of goods sold. That means you want to get the unit price of one good sold so that you can know how much you are going to sell. My mother was doing that. She buy from Onitsha, so she must know the unit cost of one. So before she can now know how much she can now sell and make her gain, which is her what, her cash record. Okay, so what you need to do is to just what you need to do mathematically is just get the unit price, the cost of goods sold, divide by the volume you bought. If I buy in pack in high quantity, the volume times 100, I will get the unit cost. Then you now want to know how much you save per one. That is the margin between the cost and the margin between the sale. The difference between the cost and the sale, that is the margin, your profit you are going to get. You cannot imagine the same thing as saying the selling price minus the cost price divided by the cost price times 100. Yes, divided by the cost price times 100. If you do that, you are going to get the margin, and this margin is your profit. So these are the things that sum up your cash record. So in financing the enterprise, you need to take note of those things, especially your book record. You need to keep your receipts need to be there to take note of what goes in and out of the business, your expenditure and your income. Yes, your invoice, your pen, you must take good record. You must take it, and you must distinguish your selling record from your cash record. Yes, even your selling record sef, there should be a separate bank where your financial aid can access. Instead of your cash in your cash bank account. As I say, the entrepreneur should have up to 4 bank accounts. I don't know if I've communicated anything. So when you are financing your enterprise, you just need to put every measures in place. Thank you. That is all about financing the enterprise.